On this day, we gather because we have chosen hope over fear, unity of purpose over conflict and discord. The time has come to reaffirm our enduring spirit, to choose our better history, to carry forward that precious gift, that noble idea passed on from generation to generation, the God-given promise that all are equal, all are free, and all deserve a chance to pursue their full measure of happiness.
Just focusing on issue number one, the economy.
CNN's Ali Velshi back on the CNN Express and taking the people's pulse on issue number one.
Issue number one remains the economy, specifically jobs.
With record high unemployment, it's continuing to be more and more of a political problem.
And that's the core of my plan, putting people to work, doing the work that America needs done.
When Thorpe was under consideration by Congress, the Bush administration and the Fed told us that the best way to fix the financial crisis was to use Thorpe funds to buy illiquid assets from banks.
We are going to create more toxic assets.
I'd like to see some people go to jail.
What has happened in the past, $18 billion of this money, of taxpayers' money going out to you, is an aberration.
People have lost faith in the quality of judgments of the leaders of many of our major financial institutions.
Last year, I had an affair. I violated the vows of my marriage. It's absolutely the worst thing that I've ever done in my life.
I've been unfaithful to my wife. I developed a relationship with what started as a dear, dear friend from Argentina.
I think a problem in our country today is apathy. It would be apathetic to just kind of hunker down and go with the flow. We're fishermen. We know that only dead fish go with the flow.
I think she'll be a very significant factor in 2012, and I think that anybody who underestimates her runs the same risk they did with Ronald Reagan.
Sarah Palin selling books, speaking out about taking shots at some of her favorite targets.
Thank you so much for showing up for the book, and so that you can read my words unfiltered from the media.
Just say no! Just say no!
The reforms I'm proposing would not apply to those who are here illegally. It's not true.
The Republican health care plan is this: die quickly. That's right. The Republicans want you to die quickly if you get sick.
The last months of my dad's life were not sad or terrifying, but filled with profound experiences, a series of moments more precious than I could have imagined.
Teddy Kennedy will now enter the public memory, and I think the history books, as not only the greatest legislator of our time, as Barack Obama said, but also as a very fine human being. And a father and a friend to so many.
Looking ahead, as somebody who watched Senator Kennedy shuffle around the Capitol for several years, it is going to be very difficult this afternoon when that procession goes by the Senate.
There's no doubt in my mind that my dad came out a winner.
We're in the middle, I think, of a political rebellion going on in America.
In New York State, Dede Scott-Savava was the Republican candidate. Douglas Hoffman was running for the Conservative Party. And literally, with the support of people like Tim Pawlenty and Sarah Palin, this whole race got turned upside down.
Critics like Rush Limbaugh say Scott-Savava was a Republican in name only.
For Dede Scott-Savava to endorse the Democrat in New York 23, I know a lot of people got mad about it, so no, folks, it's great. Dede Scott-Savava is illustrating precisely what moderate Republicans will do and who moderate Republicans are.
The Republican Renaissance has begun. It's begun in earnest.
Some conservative members of the Republican National Committee want to actually test candidates to see how much they model themselves after Reagan, and they've proposed a list of principles Reagan supported. We call them commandments.
Tonight, you've given me the title of Governor of Virginia. But I pledge to you over the next 4 years, action and results.
Starting tomorrow, we are going to pick Trenton up and we are going to turn it upside down.
While a loss isn't easy, the march of change in this Commonwealth isn't over. It can be slowed, but it can't be deterred by one election setback.
As Commander-in-Chief, I have determined that it is in our vital national interest to send an additional 30,000 U.S. troops to Afghanistan. After 18 months, our troops will begin to come home. I do not make this decision lightly. I make this decision because I am convinced that our security is at stake in Afghanistan and Pakistan. This is the epicenter of violent extremism practiced by al-Qaeda.